Hello everyone and welcome back to Kyoto Sundays, and we're actually coming to you live on a Sunday for the first time in quite a long time, and kicking off what I think will be a couple of time trials today is the extremely unappealing Toyota Prius. This is the one from 2009. I don't know what that means, whether it means it's an old Prius or a newer one. All you need to know is that this is a pretty standard EV, very low on power, no noise, no nothing. I have given it the racing tyres, I've stocked it already, and I've put a rather lurid green paint job on it because I've not raced a green car in a while, and of course this is a green car. As always, we're going to go out to Kyoto Driving Park Yamagiwa layout, 5 laps, 5 times fuel consumption, 5 times tyre wear, to see what this thing can do. Not going to be fast, but it's not going to be dreadfully like Fiat 500 slow either. It's just going to be not quick. But I also want to see whether we're going to have any charging issues, you know, where I'm going to run out of power only a couple of laps into it or not. So 5 times tyre wear, 5 times fuel consumption, double check to make sure it's saved. Let's just go, let's see what's going to happen. It's got a bit of noise to it. And interestingly, we have the fuel gauge as well, so I think it's hybrid. Yeah, it's obviously it's hybrid. Actually, no, it's not. This is before EV time. Bloody hell. The battery is going down. Okay, didn't like doing that corner flat out. Christ almighty. Embarrassing. Over 100 now. You go, look at that. It's like it's either on power or not. It's like, you know, it's a really savage deceleration when you lift off the accelerator. There's like almost no throttle control. Bloody hellfire, this car's shit at handling. Fucking hell, that was awful. Well, I'm just trying to see whether under 2 minute lap is going to be feasible. It might be, if we get some of those corners correct. I mean, I handled that corner much better that time. I only saved 0.2 of a second. much better. But I think a sub 2 minute lap is not going to happen. Should have put this in like I don't know, racing car livery, sponsored by Uber or something like that. Got like a bit of oomph to it. You know, I think it's actually alright under acceleration. That's a good corner, look at that. Ruined it on the final corner. Whew. Jesus, two laps to go. Okay, tyres are shagged. I've worked out that measuring tyre wear for the table that I do as part of these time trials, measuring tyre wear is a bit of a faff, because with fuel consumption, if you see in the bottom right hand corner, actually you can tell at the end of the test how much fuel I have left, and I just literally shove that into the spreadsheet. Now with tyre wear, you've got to kind of interpret what is really quite a blurry small visual on the bottom left hand corner of the display down there. Now, like, that's difficult to kind of effectively measure, particularly when you've got like two cars and one of them is a little bit harder than the other. It's like, are you guessing one of them is, I don't know, 41% and the other one's 43? So I've taken to like when I go through the video on my laptop to print screen, you know, what's it called, snipping tool, the graph, and then superimpose it next to an Excel table with 100 cells, another one to 100, and then I can effectively measure reasonably accurately the percentage tyre wear left. It's just an absolute nightmare. I mean, that's why explaining it is bad enough, and actually doing it's even worse. So when a car comes in at no tyre attrition left, and I only ever measure the front right tyre because that's the one that takes the most beating around this track. Whenever a car completely wears out that tyre, for me it's amazing, because I don't have to measure anything. All I've got to do is indicate on the text on the video just when in the 5 laps it roughly expired. So that's probably the one positive from this particular time trial with the Prius today. I can't think of much more. There's nothing to say about it. Like, you know, it's painfully slow. I don't like the way it handles. It's really sticky, massive oversteer. Doesn't feel particularly fast anywhere, either in the corners or on the straights. And I think what I was saying about quick acceleration, I think that's completely wrong. I don't think it is a fast accelerating car at all. You know, I don't like these automatic or EV cars in the sense where you can't really use throttle or gears to measure your speed into the corners. You know, so for me, it's just it's not a great car, and it's a car, in my opinion, that should not be on this game. You know, I know, don't get me wrong, I know Gran Turismo is a celebration of important automotive, you know, milestones, and the Prius, arguably, you can't get more important than that. I mean, like, you know, it's historic in what it achieved. But then shove in the first one, which I think is from 2001 or something, and then give us a random Prius that, you know, doesn't mean much anymore. I will check that in a minute, whether this is actually the first Prius or not, because if it is the first Prius, then I withdraw my statement, but I will maintain that this is a shite car. Frankly, if it got a sub 2 minute lap, I would have been appalled, sickened. It turned out it's going to be on course for a 2 minute 2 second lap, which is by far not the slowest, but it's not quick by any means either. So there we go, 5 laps of the Toyota Prius from 2009. If you're still with me, I hope you enjoyed that. Let's see how it's going to handle the obligatory handbrake dump. Not well. So there we go. 2 minute 2, the optimal. Oh, it's going to be under 2. It's going to be 2 minutes 1. That's not bad. There we go. Settle in for this. Look at it go. I mean, the colour saves it really, doesn't it? So, Wikipedia in Toyota Prius. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, first mass-produced hybrid vehicle coming in in 1997, introduced worldwide in 2000. God, I was right. Look at that. Inside it looks quite nice, doesn't it? Okay, I think that's quite enough of this. Well, thanks very much for watching. I'm not even going to bother. Well, okay, let's look at the ranking boards. I mean, like, we've got a 2 minute for. It's not okay. So there we go. So coming in behind the buff. Oh, ahead of the rest of the team here. Very meh. But as you can see, like, by no means the slowest. We'll do a little race of all of these little 2 minute cars. Anyway, I'm going to close off, so thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.